What's going on, guys? I got a nighttime upload for you, but I want to talk about some Workhorse news that I missed, and we'll also take a look at the chart and what's been going on there. And first off, let's look at their 2023 achievements that they highlighted. And I will leave it down below for you because I am skipping a couple parts here. But it says, in the last couple of weeks alone, we have made real progress, including receiving our first fleet purchase order for W56 step vans in California. And we'll go over that in a second. That is the recent news. They also stabilized their W750 production at 4 units per week, and they also deployed 3 additional units to their FedEx ground routes. They also demoed several W4CCs with different back-end configurations to show to some potential customers. As I said in one of my previous Workhorse videos, they completed their final FMVSS certification for the W56, which enables them to now ship completed units to their dealers. They're also receiving approval for all of their Class 4 to 6 products under the New York Truck Voucher Incentive Program, or NYT VIP, and these vouchers range from $100,000 to $125,000. They also advanced their aero business, including selling drones and continuing to add additional government grants. They're still successfully delivering packages through FedEx and also gaining new route assignments. They also entered into agreements for up to $40 million in green convertible notes and a $50 million forward purchase contract facility. This all has to do with keeping operations going and helping them to grow. And as mentioned in their previous achievements, Workhorse received their first fleet order for their W56 step van. And this is an initial 15 vehicle order that's going to commence in 2024. And I know that's very small. That sounds like nothing because it is next to nothing. But these are the first steps to actually getting those sales and getting those larger customers foot in the door to then potentially purchase more vehicles if they like what they receive. And Evelyn Scott Phillips, the senior manager at Mission Linen Supply, which is the company that's getting these vehicles, says that the W56's advanced technology and features made it the right zero emission vehicle for us to add to our fleet. From the start of our demo, we received superb support from the Workhorse team, and we were impressed by the vehicle's performance in field tests. We look forward to receiving the vehicles in the new year. Now keep in mind, guys, that this is still very early for this company. The new set of executives have definitely turned this company around from the previous with the C1000s. They've done away with that, and they have a new fleet of vehicles. Now remember, this is an unprofitable, high-risk, high-reward stock, so don't go all in on this, but in my opinion, it's worth a small percentage of the portfolio if you like what you see, as long as you don't have all small caps in your portfolio. But if you are looking to put a small percentage of your portfolio on the line, I do think Workhorse still has some potential. They still have a lot to prove, but they're definitely taking steps in the right direction. Now I do want to bring up the chart because this has been essentially sideways ever since October, and I would argue that we have not had a phase like this. To me, this looks like an accumulation phase. This is the longest amount of time we've seen sideways action like this. And while the chart is still bearish, while we're still under the 250 and they aren't in the correct bullish order, because the price has been leveling out for so long, if we can get a little bit of positive action, we will start seeing these moving averages curl upwards. We are in the early innings of a potential bullish chart, but we aren't quite there yet, and there definitely are a couple of steps to get there first. First off, we have to break out of 50 cents. Secondly, we need to get back towards $1, better yet over $1, to take away those NASDAQ delisting fears. And you know, people have just been avoiding this stock because it's bearish. We've been under $1 for so long, and while in my opinion they're definitely not going to get delisted from the NASDAQ, worst case scenario we see a reverse split, and no one wants to see that. That said, I think things are starting to line up pretty nicely. Last Fed meeting, we're starting to hear about rate cuts. Recently, we've been seeing a lot of small caps seeing some nice positive price action, and when the market gets a little more risk on, I do think Workhorse can see a nice run. But keep in mind that the chart is still very ugly, and while this does appear to be an accumulation phase, we could always go lower. But let me know what you guys think about this news. I believe Workhorse definitely still has potential, but they still do have a lot to prove. Now it's up to you if you want to pull that trigger, take that risk or not. But just figured I'd give you guys a quick video on Workhorse. I know it's been a little while on this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow.